Thank you, Thomas and Toby. Several of the main roads on the island of Sodor were being repaired. There were big road closed signs and machines digging up the surface of the road and moving piles of stone and earth around. Notices with arrows were set up showing cars that they had to take a different route. Quite a few people found it difficult to get to work in the morning and home again at night. To help out, the Fat Controller had arranged for Thomas and Toby to run extra train services until people could use the roads again. It meant a lot of hard work for the two engines, but they were happy to help and always appeared cheerful and smiling every morning when taking their extra duties. However cold and wet the day, Thomas and Toby always chuffed along with a warm, friendly welcome to everyone. The extra passengers were so grateful that when the roadworks were finished, they decided to throw a party for the railway staff at the church hall. Again, Thomas and Toby were kept busy, this time taking bunting, balloons and banners along the station near to where the party was being held. There were lots of delicious food. There was jelly and ice cream for the children, and Mrs. Kindly had made one of her special cakes. It looked as though it would have been great fun, but Thomas and Toby were feeling sad as they went home later that evening. They wished they could go to the party too. When they arrived back at the engine shed, all the lights were out, and everything was quiet.
"Good night, Thomas," said Toby. "I'm not going to think about parties."
Thomas replied, "And neither will I, Toby. Good night." They were about to settle down to sleep when suddenly all the lights went on. Surprise! The engine shed had been decorated with flags, streamers and balloons, and all their friends were there. Across the whole of the engine shed was a huge banner saying thank you, Thomas and Toby. The grateful passengers hadn't forgotten about them at all. Thomas and Toby felt so proud and happy, and even felt more so when the Fat Controller came in to tell them that he was very pleased with them.
"You have done a lot of extra work, and always been your usual cheerful selves," he said. "You are a credit to the railway, and you are both really useful engines."